action. It's Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 43 yards. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
No, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Watson's throw complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Chubb. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Chubb again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken way up at the 25. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Cleveland, and even 60 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Okay, quick! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Here we go, team! Here I come! Ready!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
18 Rebel! 18 Rebel!
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Block it in motion right.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Drag him 60.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll try the air now with Smith. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off of play action, here's Smith. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Back to the air. Smith on second down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Again, Smith. Buying time to his left. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
On second down, it's Walker.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now Geno. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They snap it to Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. On 4th down, Watson.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Watson now to throw. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. To the air yet again. Watson being chased out left. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Now a first down throw. Watson forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. 3rd and 2, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 34 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw again on second down. Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. It's a big play there for Seattle. 79 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Geno now to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. And again, it's Chubb. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A give. This is Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And now here is another interception.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself,
and this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Watson on first down. Rolling to his left. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, 27 yards. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.